Yeah, hello guys. So I recently wrote this particular landing page for Create Gummies. Congrats on the race; they just raised $20 million. So I recently wrote this particular one because obviously I'm not working for them, but it'd be nice, but I'm not. Uh, so I was just testing my landing page copywriting skills with AI tools and just spinning up something basically off of angles. I mean, we have a lot of AI tools now that can help to create like landing pages in like 1 hour. You have a winning ad, can just get an get a landing page quickly in like 1 hour. So I mean, I used to work with designers and developers basically. So while I was at this place, I used to use Google Docs to present my copywriting, my landing page copywriting, and I feel like as a copywriter, I have a way I want my stuff to look like because I have a fairly extensive knowledge of copywriting basically. And Google Docs does not help me like just bring it to life what I have in mind. So I just started. I think last month I started nerding out on how to use AI to just write, design, and develop basically insert elements. You know, not drag and drop. So this so I've written like 10 so far. So this is like one of them. This is like my latest. Wrote it yesterday. I wrote it today basically. So I wrote it and designed it today. So this is it. More on this. These are basically kind of what is already on the product display page. The NSF for sports certified 22,000 5-star reviews, free shipping on all subscriptions, welcome offer up to 37% plus free shipping. Those are there. And I left it on top as even as the user scroll. It's even much better if you look at it on mobile. So I left it so that as the user scrolls and they read, they would always remember that okay, there's this basically because I don't want them caught up and not understanding what the offer is. Same thing with the sticky CTA down here is to just know that yes, you're going to get up to 37% off plus free shipping. Under that, you also know that there's 20,000 reviews and 99% okay. The social proof and the USPs are there. As long as the user scrolls, as long as they scroll, the sticky CTA stays and the banner stays. So this is always going to reinforce the value they're going to get as soon as they click. And as soon as they click, they're going to come straight to the buy box. This is where they convert basically and they can add to bag. Then it goes to the product display page. So that's it. That's like something that I think helps with conversion. I learned recently. So yeah. So the most important part of this landing page is the copy. So it's very, very important to have like a copy that understands buyer psychology a lot, understand stages of awareness. Eugene Swart, you know this. So this helps. And recently discovered that no matter the angle of the landing page or of the ad, and you want to write a landing page for it, always think of bandwagon effect. Like people like to follow the crowd. People do like to follow the crowd. Um, also, people also love experts. I mean, if your doctor says something, you probably believe because you have spent how many years, 10 years in medical school just to achieve this degree. So most likely going to be correct. So understand bandwagon effect, understand expert proof. So in this particular case, I discovered that they have over 100,000 customers so far. I'm sure it's going to be more by now, but like 100,000 customers, 100,000 customers. If you think about it, physically, it's a lot. So I used that in the after checking the ad, and I discovered yes, why not have 12 reasons why 100,000 people ditch their creatine powder for this gummy for more strength, faster recovery, and sharper focus, right? So everybody knows what creatine does. Most people do. They know what creatine does. Don't tell them what it is about again. But the most common form, I think, the most common form factor a creatine comes in is powder, and most people don't really like it because it's kind of bland uh, from my research, I discovered that most people think it's bland, but even though it works, right, for this benefit for strength, faster recovery, and sharper focus, it's bland. And because it's bland, they're not excited or they don't really look forward to taking it. more like they force themselves to take it, right? Because of the benefit. But now, Create came up with the first gummy, creating gummy. And gummy, we know gummies are sweet, basically. So, and we always indulge in it, even though it's not really healthy, over healthy. It's not really healthy, basically, but we indulge in it. So now we have creatine that people don't really look forward to, but take or are forced to take in a gummy form. And come on, they're going to obviously want to look forward to it because it's a gummy. It comes in a gummy form factor, right? So that's the angle we're going to use. So 12 reasons why over 100,000 people dish their creatine powder, a pinpoint, for this gummy for more strength, faster recovery, and sharper focus. I feel like I should have written creatine gummy basically. Yeah, but we'll move on. I'll probably change that later. So 12 reasons why over 100,000 people dish their creatine powder for this creatine gummy for more focus, for more strength, faster recovery, and sharper focus. Then we have the USPs under. So we have 20 million sold, 4.5 gram, which is the clinical dose, recommended clinical dose. It's third party tested, it's backed by scientists, like I said, expert proof. We're going to talk about that later. It has anti melt formula, it's vegan and non GMO. Six comes in six candy like flavors that you can choose from, and it is called the best overall gummy by Fortune magazine. You're going to see that now. So there's the first CTA, yeah, right? Leads straight to the buy box. So this is for people who probably don't need to wait. They don't need to be convinced too much. They just decided, okay, yes, I'm okay with this particular level of persuasion. Okay, I'm convinced. I don't need to wait for that. Let me click on get up to 37% off your first pack and free shipping. Then they buy straight up. But there are other people who would be skeptical and think, okay, this is new, but I'm not sure. But let me read on. They can come and we're eating them with the testimonials, real results from real people, just to establish credibility that yes, this thing actually works. So, big fan. So it's scrollable, right? It's a big fan. Easiest way to take protein, which is create muscles basically. So the gummies taste great, and I've noticed everything. And I also discovered, or how they launch that most people don't actually read a lot of testimonials or a lot of lengthy testimonials. So it helps. But why not? Why don't we help them scan through these things and pick up the most important keywords from these testimonials, and they can make their decision off of those important keywords. Hence why I made some parts bolded here. So tastes great, body composition, recovery changes, mental clarity, get to it. And come here, easiest way to take rating consistently, a no-brainer, which is something they want. Recovering way faster, every workout that uh, and helps with some digestive issues. So they've seen those keywords. They can either decide that okay, yes, I'm good with this, or decide that because of these keywords, I'm invited to actually read this. Because they've scanned this keyword, I'm invited to actually read the testimonials to be sure that this is actual stuff there. Because they're already convinced. Because most people are scanners, they don't want to study the landing page. They want to get the most important information quickly and probably bounce. But now we have highlighted this keywords, they are more interested in what we have to say now, right? We've established credibility and you can decide, okay, yes, I don't have to read further. I'm convinced. Let me just buy. They can click on the sticky CTA that stays no matter where they go. Then we come to the first reason. Create gummies taste way better than powder. Obviously, like I explained before, right? So sorry, forgive this AI generated image. It's what I could come up with for now. But I'm sure the brand probably has images that we can use. Then the second reason is three gummies a day replaces a loading phase nobody wanted. The three gummy dose delivers 4.5 gram of crepe pure daily, right in the range banked by 700 plus studies. No loading, no puffy face in the mirror. Easy. The only NSF for sports certified creatine gummy in the world. The only is like, okay, yes, oh, okay, this is something. They are trusting the brand now. They've seen the benefits, they've seen the testimonials, they've seen the pain point itself, and they're trusting it now. Okay, every batch is tested for 270 plus banned substances. The same standard NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, and NCAA athletes rely on. No other creating gummy holds certification. That's good. That's good. Okay. Let me just buy. They can try to buy because they trust that it's if they are the only creating gummy brand to be certified, then they passed it, so I can just buy. But some will still actually want to read on, right? So we have 99% pure creatine, pharmaceutical grade gold standard. Create Pure, tested to 99.9% purity. The exact creatine form used in over 700 clinical studies for strength recovery and cognitive benefit. Very perfect, sweet spot, not too complex, simple but not too complex, and explains the science. That's what I love about this copy. Not too long, right? This, oh yes, so then 1.5 gram per gummy, 3 gummies, 4.5 gram done. So no double service, no over eating or overdosing. It's just the perfect size, right? And all these points are addressing their objections, their desires, everything they want in a creative gummy plan because they actually need it because they're active people, right? So number six, it survives gym bags, hot cars, and carry-ons. Like I said, anti-melt formulas because gummies melt. So this explains this is an objection. So 37 R&D batches to engineer a pectin-based formula that holds up. Every gummy stays individual, chewable, and fully intact, no matter what. Easy, right? Backed by two of the world's top creatine scientists. This is very important. They want to know that this particular stuff has been certified and also backed by scientists. So if you say it's backed by two of the world's top creating scientists, I mean, that, I don't need to even read further. I just fucking buy, you know. I just buy like, come on. So Dr. Abby Smith, Ryan, research is creating for women through every stage of life. Dr. Darren Kandau leads research on creating for your brain, bones, and aging. Okay. Then eight, these other parts are like, okay, yes, talking about what the band went through, labor illusion, before they could actually come up with this particular formula. Right. So the manufacturer said impossible, we proved them wrong. That seven batches, a proprietary pectin based formula packing 1.5 gram of Crepio per gummy that stays stable in it and tastes like candy you'd actually choose to eat. Perfect. Then I'm convinced now. Let me see the offer you guys have. Number nine, save up to 37% plus free shipping when you subscribe, right? So 37% off your first order, free shipping every delivery, pause, skip, and cancel everywhere. All right, I'm getting value. The offer makes sense. So let me just do this, right? If I don't like it, I can pause it, or I can skip it, or I can cancel it anytime. No brainer, right? Then you come built for active men and built for active women. So there's this misconception that creatine is for those active men in the gym and everything. No, they address the objections that okay, yes, this is for men, this is for women. So and they also further took it to stretch. They took the stretch further and said over half of Create customers are women. Whether you deadlift, run, cycle, or do Pilates, stronger, faster recovery and sharper focus. Basically. So move further. So six flavors you never get bored. Six flavors, so you never get bored. I mean, you're not stuck with just one flavor, right? So you have six flavors that you can decide that this is what I want. So we have the orange, we have the blue raspberry, we have the watermelon, sour peach, sour cherry, sour green apple. You find your favorite and we take monthly, whichever you want, so you don't get bored, right? Then 12 on the final one, vegan, gluten free, non GMO, made in the USA, very, very important. Then we come to the benefits compounding week after week, month after month. They want to know that they're going to get the benefits immediately and long term because they're subscribing. They want to see that yes, they're not subscribing for something that they just benefit once and never benefit long term. They want to subscribe to know that they're going to benefit now and in the future, and they're going to feel it. So that is week one. The gummies taste great. You don't miss a day for the first time. Creatine is actually easy. Week three, customers report their muscles holding more energy. The weight that humbled you last month starts moving cleaner. They have more energy. Customers report faster recovery and visible body composition shifted. People notice before you do. Customers report quietly pushing past plateaus that were stuck for months. So the reason why I use customers report is because we don't want to overpromise and say this is what they're going to get. We're not going to overpromise. We're going to say according to the customers, according to the testimonials, they always report this and that. So it's more like testimonials, but like this is we're making these claims based off of what our customers report. So just FTC guidelines. So we don't overpromise that this is what you're going to get. It's different from saying you're going to get or your muscles are going to hold more energy. Now that's promising. It could happen and it might not happen, and people might be underwhelmed. So instead, we can just say, okay, customers report. Then CTA here, get the number one creating gummy in America. Easy stuff. I think they're the number one. So Then what real customers are saying. So same thing as what we have on top. We highlight the most important words in this testimonial. So because most of these visitors, landing page visitors are scanners, so they don't read every line of, they don't study these things to know what these things mean. They also want to know that yes, these keywords are there. I never miss a day. So easy to take. Tastes delicious. Haven't missed a day. They don't even need to read the whole testimonial. This particular one, they don't have to. They just haven't missed a day. Okay. So easy to take. Okay. Tastes delicious. Okay. All right. Let me read the whole thing, or let me just buy. So this is reviews from the press, basically. Very, very important. Then this is the buy box. So subscribe and save. Click on add to bag, then you go to the product display page. Then this other parts. I mean, some people will get to the buy box and decide, okay, I still have objections. Some people will definitely have objections. So it's very important. I scrap the FAQs from the landing page, and I believe any landing page I write in the future is not going to have an FAQ because the FAQ is already on the product display page. So like having it's just there. So instead, take the objections, take the 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. Since this is a supplement, or this is something that people are going to ingest, they're going to have FAQs. They're going to have objections that should not fit in FAQs. FAQs should be in the product page. So this place, we're going to address the objections. So the objections will be addressed by the founder himself. So they come here and read, okay, I've got, let me get straight, is 4.5 G per day enough? They click on it, then the founder addresses it, right? Okay, thank you. Then come another objection. We creating make me bloated. Okay. Hmm. All right. I've understood. They are convinced that this is product is right for them. They've trusted that this has worked for other people. They're still unsure whether this particular stuff is going to be safe for them. So is creating safe for women? Address it. Does creating cause hair loss? Address it. How do I know there's creating these gummies? Address it. Right? Why are these more expensive than powder? You address it. Would it show up in the drug test? Address it. Can I take this with other supplements? Address it. They are probably very convinced that the founder has addressed their objections head on instead of having to go down and look for the FAQ. Most people probably won't get there. So it's better you address this head on, right? Because they are definitely going to have objections. There's no brand that probably doesn't have no customer, no prospective customer who doesn't have objections. So you address it, and they are, because you've addressed them now, they are very convinced they can decide, let me just get up to 37% and buy, right? Then I took it further. I said, listen, I searched and I saw that they have like a founding story. So listen to why we started the world's first creating gummy company. I mean, it's very important. Founder stories are very, very important, right? You can either transcribe it or just embed a YouTube short or a YouTube video where they talked about why. You understand? So you can click on it, they click on it and
Hi, I'm Dan. Hi, I'm
talks about
Sienna. And we're the
basically
co
talks
founders of
about
Create. I started taking
I'm
creatine
like,
well
okay,
over a day.
I've seen the face behind the brand. So these people are not anonymous or people that are hiding behind labels. So I trust these people, right? So they're the final CTA, they can click on it and they'll come here, basically. So that's why I think this is a very great landing page. Like I said before, if I was hired by them, this is probably what I'm going to do, right? But I'm not. So this is just me practicing my skills and just hoping maybe one day I would. But yeah, thank you for listening. Appreciate you. See you next time.